Hey there, today I'm going to show you my little trick for what to do with that last stitch when you've bound off in the round. So I've just finished a neckline and I've bound it off just in pattern, just a normal regular little bind off, a little bit of stretchy tension to it because I didn't want it to be too snug, but nothing fancy with the bind off, just a regular old bind off in pattern. And now I've got this last stitch. When you get to that stitch, here's my trick for getting rid of it in a really tidy way so you can't even tell where your bind off started and where it ended. So take a darning needle and slide it underneath the two legs of the first stitch you've bound off. So if you kind of look at my bind off here, you can see that I've just gone under the two legs. Now, if you get it too close, there's also, it might look like you're supposed to go under this first leg, but it's kind of loosey-goosey. So I go in just a tad so that I'm really under the first bound off stitch, like the actual bound off stitch. And then I'll take this loop from the last stitch and I actually thread it through the eye of my darning needle and then pull it underneath the legs of the stitch. Now I have a loop that is pulled through. It's still a live loop though, so be careful. Now, using either a darning needle or a crochet hook, we're just going to thread the rest of the yarn, the tail, through that loop and then pull it tight. And now look at that. Now if I got that out of the way, look at that. It's just a nice, clean little seal to our bound off edge and it closes it up really neatly. You can't even really see it from the top. I don't know if you can if you can see this very well, but yeah, it's super neat and tidy and it works great for binding off in the round and just finishing off that last stitch.